Okay, I'm going to be showing you how to do Trapunto. That's a stuffed quilting technique. As you can see, I've already started the stuffing. You can see the raised portions there. I've already stuffed these. We have 2 layers of fabric, and then the design is drawn on and backstitched on. So we're actually looking at the wrong side right now with the double running stitch side, and then the correct side is the stem stitch side. So this is what you're going to see when you're done. This is going to be the top of the quilt. To do the stuffing, you're going to need a stiletto or an awl, and you're going to poke a hole only through the back side layer and stretch that hole out as much as you can. The bigger the hole is, the easier it is to get your stuffing in there. The stuffing that I'm using is wool roving, so I'm just going to pull off a piece. And I'm going to twist it down into a point, and that's going to make it easier to start the stuffing. And to begin with, it's a little bit hard to get the stuffing in there, but once you get the tail in and can get going, it gets faster and easier. So don't be disheartened if it takes a little while. There we go. You kind of want to work the stuffing in different angles to be able to get it down into every nook and cranny. And if you have a bigger piece or a piece that has multiple little areas like this one right here, I had a few different entrance points to get all the stuffing in there, so you don't have to go through just one hole. Another technique is to cut a slit in your fabric, do your stuffing, and then sew the slit closed. I think that probably wouldn't be as structurally sound and would probably run a greater risk of splitting apart at some point in the future. So, and also if you do this part well enough, then you wouldn't have to put a backing on your quilt. You'd have to be super, super careful though. Alright, so I'm going to turn this, get up into the top of the petal. And as you're going, make sure that you don't poke through to the front side of the fabric. As I was working on one of the other petals, I realized that I was poking the stuffing all the way through to the front side, so that's not going to do very much good at all. And of course, this is taking a lot longer because I'm talking to y'all while I'm doing this. If you kind of roll your stuffing as you go, almost make a little piece of yarn as you go, makes it a little bit easier to poke in there. Alright, we're almost to the end. And I like to pull off more stuffing than I think I'm going to need, because I find it's a little bit difficult to get all those straggly little tails in. So when I have everything stuffed as far as it's going to go, then I'll just take a pair of scissors and snip next to the fabric, without snipping it, of course. And then just poke all that in there. Once you have your stuffing in your shape, you can just work those threads back over to cover your opening. So there you go. There is one method for Trapunto.